Okay, welcome to my shop this last day of 2023. I thought we would work a little bit today with butterflies. I did this pattern a few years back, a little bit smaller, and it was a little bit unbalanced. The butterflies didn't really hold together tightly enough. But I revised it now, and I'm going to cut it out today, and we'll take a look at how it looks. It's a nice little group of butterflies. We're going to delve into the secret world of butterflies. They do like the ballet every once in a while. And here's an example of one of their ballets in the form of a puzzle. We're going to cut this out of 3/4 inch plywood. I have a piece of plywood here, a piece of scrap I've had lying around for a while. I'm going to cut it out of that, sand it down a little bit, and it should look pretty good when it's all finished. It's a pretty basic cut. You don't really have to do any preparatory holes. And you're just going to start cutting on the edge and cutting around. You just got to be careful, make sure it's a 90-degree angle so that you get a good even cut throughout each piece. Okay, so let's get this set up. We'll start by kicking the camera. Now we'll start by putting our tape on here. Okay, I've cut the pattern down so that it fits nicely on this board. The board is, let's take a look at it. It's about 7 1/4 by 7 1/4. Here's a good square then. We're going to put our pattern down like this. First we've got to stick up the back with glue stick. Okay, I got the pattern nice and gooey on the back. What I'm going to do is, I want the base to be a little bit thicker than what it is on the pattern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise this up a little bit. This is nice and flush here. And we'll put it down so we'll have a little more space on the bottom of the base. Now, you don't have to have that big a piece. It's up to you. You can do it whatever way you want. I just want to have a little more real estate down there when I try to stand this baby up. By the way, if you want to get a copy of this pattern, you can click the link down below, take you to my Etsy store. You'll get this pattern, and you'll get several other free patterns in the pack as well. And you'll be able to do this unique little butterfly pattern. Okay, now all we have to do is take it over to the scroll saw and start cutting out the pieces. So let's do that. Okay, as usual, we're going to use a number 5 reverse tooth blade. That'll give us a nice cut. So let's start cutting. Okay, if you were watching closely, you noticed that I bungled this up a bit. When I cut this out, I accidentally went into that section and I've cut off this portion of the wing. I don't think it's going to be a major problem, but it's not going to look good, of course, when it's finished. But since this is just demonstration purposes, I'm going to leave it as it is. You could find the piece, and I haven't been able to locate it. If you can find it, you can glue it back on, I suppose. But I don't think it's going to be a major problem for me. So I'm going to leave it as it is, like that for now. And let's see how the puzzle comes out. Always glad to show you my flaws as well as my accuracy. Okay, now let's get going here. Continue on with our cutting and see if we can not make any more mistakes. Looks like we broke a blade. Yep. Gonna have to replace this one. Okay, we got the new blade on here now. Let's just pick up that cut where we left off. We'll go in the opposite direction. Cut off this extra piece here. Okay, I've cut out all the pieces now, and I peeled off all the patterns. And what we've got to do now is probably just, remember this was a piece of scrap wood, had some red paint on it. So what we're going to do is go and take it and put it on the belt sander and scrape off all that red paint that is on there. Get it ready for either putting more paint different colors or just leaving it plain wood. So let's take that over to the sander and do that now. Okay, over at the belt sander now, and just going to show you how I take this paint off. You can do this by scraping it by hand, of course, with a sandpaper, but belt sander makes it a lot easier. As you can see, that looks a lot better now. Plain old piece of wood. Okay, we've sanded the pieces down now. But I want to do one final step, and that is to take it and run it over the mop sander, which is rather ratty looking, but I think it'll do the job. Just around over these edges. Okay, finished the puzzle now. Rounded over the edges of the butterflies, and they look kind of cute actually. Sort of floating through the air there, having their own little ballet. Now, of course, you can paint these, or you can stain them, or just simply coat them with a clear varnish, and it would look kind of nice and make an interesting little project for somebody who likes doing puzzles. I even fixed the upper piece there where I inadvertently cut it off. Couldn't find the original one, but I did manage to cut another piece out which fit very nicely in there. So that's our little butterfly ballet. If you're interested in this puzzle, as I said, click the link down below. You can download this puzzle, and you'll get a couple of other free ones along with it too. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, appreciate it if you would click the thumbs up button down below. It'll help my channel a bit. And if you haven't subscribed, by all means, go ahead and do so. I've got other projects coming up down the road. Thank you very much for watching.